Magadizwe. It sounds like it's a dead room, huh? Oh, no, Zara. Well, welcome. You look beautiful, all of you, tonight. I think from a vantage point, it looks better. Captain, you know, the last few days, weeks, particularly yesterday, has been very tough, specifically for yourself. For some of us, but you've made what they call lemonade from lemons. Well done again, and most of us will take credit on your behalf. Thank you. I was hoping His Excellency would be here, Ambassador Isaac Moyo. But I guess most of you saw the article from Mr. Mbalula, or Minister Mbalula last night. So you felt egged enough to go and speak to him directly. That's a joke. I don't know where he is. But yes, I think, you know, we've all read some of the remarks, which some of them, you know, obviously they're not remarks that we would like to hear, especially on a day we're celebrating our independence. But I'm sure our protocol is dealing with that. Consular General, I'm trying to locate. You're getting closer slowly to your seat. Thank you very much for leading the efforts in making this joint event a success. It's not an easy task. I think behind the scenes, there were moments that everyone lost it, and but at the end of the day, it all comes together. And that is in the past. Now we celebrate. So thank you, and thank you for gracing us tonight. Those in the organizing committees, from the consular side, embassy side, from the Brawlers side, esteemed guests, our beautiful partners, spouses tonight, fellow Brawlers, it's good to see you tonight. Good evening to you, and Moro Zakar. On 18 April 1980, Zimbabwe was joined by the world over in celebrating its independence from the colonial past. A past that was brimful of years of war, years of racial separatism, and years of unequal economic participation. On 18 April 1980 is a day remembered as the day that Zimbabweans received the promise of a better future. A future that is inclusive, a future that is progressive, a future that would bring prosperity to all. It is the day today we call the Independence Day, a day that carried hope amongst each and every soul of our beloved Zimbabwe. We all gathered here in diaspora. Certainly each of us here has an interesting story to tell on how you got here. I have one. Each one of you has one. And despite these seemingly different journeys and paths into this diaspora, we remain united in the belief of the promise of our Zimbabwe. We have found some common space through the Brawlers Association. Supported by the embassy and consulate, we have found each other. The last few years have not been easy for Zimbabwe, and more so for the ordinary Zimbabwean. It would be very easy for anyone to stand up here and slate through Zimbabwe and its misgivings and ask why we even dare to celebrate Zimbabwe Independence Day. So I hope we can tell you why we should be celebrating it today. As Zimbabweans, we have two paths to choose from. Either to be absorbed in the belief and expectation that Zimbabwe without ourselves will find a solution to fulfill the 1980 promise. Or we could choose a path where we ask ourselves, what can we do for our country? I'm sure most of you are all familiar with the famous John F. Kennedy words. Ask not what the country can do for you, but ask what you can do for the country. My fellow diaspora, on this Independence Day, ask yourselves, what can you do for your country, and not what the country can do for you. As diaspora, we can play a fundamental role in developing our country of origin. I believe this is because, quite simply, diaspora organizations thoroughly understand both the challenges and the opportunities in Africa. You have more natural links than any other Zimbabwean domiciled organization into the global markets. You have the unique insights, perspectives, extensive in-country networks outside Zimbabwe. That alone is a virtue that is untapped. So please bear that in mind, that what you have achieved by being here and doing what you do every day is a virtue, and it's untapped, and we need that. Zimbabwe itself has a role to play. Through various policy settings, it can actively court diasporas to participate in the rebuilding of Zimbabwe in a variety of different ways. One can look at case studies in China, India, the Philippines, Mexico, Eritrea, Taiwan, and more recently, the Rwandese. The policies implemented by these countries being somewhat different, but range from as basic as focusing on making diaspora remittal processes smoother. So just collecting more and more of your money as it goes to your grandparents and stuff. To the more longer term approaches focused on incentivizing diaspora to leverage on its global network and directing its investment into the country. We as diasporans have already begun this journey in various formations. The emergence of Brawlers 2012, 2013, most recently the active Brawlers in Business, of Zim SA Forum. We've got many various other associations, and in some ways, all of them uniting the diaspora. The founding principles of Brawlers, coming back to Brawlers, as a community continue to remain simple, and I'm very proud of what the captain has continued to lead and inspire or instill within the team. The simple founding principles were no joining fees. We said golf is already expensive for everyone. There's no need for anyone to be paying to play golf. We already pay subscription fees. We also said once you dine with us, once you play with us, you are a brother. There is no constitution. We don't need one. Golf rules are enough. Common sense is enough. Brawlers' vision continues to seek to unite diaspora through virtual platforms using topics or activities of interest as the uniting principle on these virtual platforms. Hence you see Brawlers in golf, you see us in soccer, and now in business being very active and busy on the platforms. Through these virtual platforms, we have found ourselves, and in some cases we've become mentors or being mentored by others. We have even seen the emergence of Diaspora Infrastructure Development Group, which today has taken some active participation in sponsoring today's event. Some of you might have picked up something on the group and its agenda, or something in the media. It is again another initiative driven by some Brawlers who are with us tonight, amongst yourselves, and seek to drive the recapitalization of Zimbabwe's critical infrastructure, while allowing for broad diaspora to participate in these infrastructure programs. DIDG's, or Diaspora Infrastructure Development Group, has established new structured funding ways that will unlock foreign capital inflows and rather fully fund the technical solutions towards the development and rebuilding of Zimbabwe's infrastructure. Zimbabwe's critical infrastructure is far lagged behind its peers, and as the regional's capital, the capital connecting east to west, connecting the north to the south, it poses serious development risks to the region. Development of Zim's infrastructure will have a significant impact on the region's overall cost of doing business. Everyone needs to go through Zimbabwe to go from east to west, so they need us. So we have an opportunity to capitalize on that and make sure we come back and make ourselves the region's capital. These are some of the initiatives being driven by diaspora that will see the reintegration of diaspora into Zimbabwe economy, supported by the recently launched diaspora policy and Zim asset strategy. I think the Consular General will allude and talk through some of those very important policies, which us as diasporas will have to read and try and see how we can work together to make sure we achieve what they intend to. As we celebrate our Independence Day today, I would like us not to lose hope as diaspora, but to continue to seek paths to build our Zimbabwe. Our time is now. Let's not be commentators, but the players. The past is what it is, and we can't change it, but the future belongs to us, and we can mold it. With this, I'd like to close by saying to you all, the diaspora and the Brawlers, happy Independence Day. Thank you. Thank you.